About a week ago, I teased this voracious sourdough starter that I practice with using actual flour, but I actually used yeast from this ginger bug, and that was to practice doing the same thing with some lion's mane powder. I was running with this idea that flour is just really small particles, so I figured if I sifted the lion's mane powder enough, I could pretty much use it as flour and still get the nutritional benefits from lion's mane. The first step was to get those particles as small as possible, so I sifted through it and then I took the large particles and blended them again until they fit through this mesh strainer. I then added sugar for the yeast and popped open the ginger bug and introduced them into the lion's mane powder. I mixed it up really well and then transferred it over to another container. I'm planning to leave that out for about 24 hours just to see where it's at in terms of fermentation. I then took some of the extra powder that I sifted through, added a little bit of seasoning, mixed it up, and grabbed some chicken thighs that I had marinated the day before. You can see they're nice and permeated now, and I'm gonna try to fry this and see if it tastes any different. I also took the rest of the chicken and threw it in the oven for some experiments for later. You know, a little bit of meal prep action. So I covered one of the chicken thighs in the lion's mane powder that I added spices to, and I seared it nice and slow so that it doesn't burn up too much. And I did get some decent color on it. It's about where I wanted it to be. I wanted it maybe a little bit lighter, but this came out pretty good. Plated it up and cut off a little piece and gave it a taste, and oh my goodness, like, you would never know that I used lion's mane on this. It tastes just like normal flour, with a hint of lion's mane on the end. So this is a very unconventional way of cooking lion's mane, but you should try it.